morning, friends. This is Uma Shankar, Sri Chaitanya All India IIT coordinator. Manto Irozu today with us our senior physics faculty, Mr. Amarnath is there, and he is from IIT Madras, and he is from our Chandigarh branch, and has produced so many All India ranks in advanced examination, JEE advanced and mains. And in his able guidance, with his able guidance, continuously they have been producing ranks, All India ranks below 10 and below 100. And last, before year, they got All India first rank in JEE advanced. And even this year also in JEE 2020 also, they got All India 10th rank. Yes. Yes. And so many ranks they produced, the team they produced. Now with us, Mr. Amarnath is there. So my friends, ikkada nenu ivala Amarnath garni enduku pilipichanu ante is the most successful physics faculty member in our Sri Chaitanya. And ayana able guidance tho manaki physics ni almost he has made physics very easy. So now this time in coming February, March, April, May, 4 shifts, the new pattern of JEE mains examination is going to conduct. So this is the time, I believe that's why then I request this endante ఆయన ద్వారా కొన్ని టిప్స్ అట్లీస్ట్ ఫిజిక్స్ ని స్ట్రెంగ్థెన్ చేసుకోవడానికి రాబోయే ఈ 20 రోజుల్లో హౌ కెన్ వి స్ట్రెంగ్థెన్ ఫిజిక్స్ వెరీ ఈజీలీ అనే విషయాన్ని గురించి సార్తో మీకు ఆయన ఎలా స్టూడెంట్స్ ని మౌల్డ్ చేస్తారు, ఫిజిక్స్ లో జనరల్ గా స్టూడెంట్స్ ఎక్కడ ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ ఫేస్ చేస్తే దాన్ని ఎలా ఓవర్కమ్ చేయాలి లాంటి కొన్ని ఇంపార్టెంట్ అయినటువంటి ఇన్ఫర్మేషన్ సార్ మనకి ఇస్తారు. యూ ప్లీజ్ యూటిలైజ్ దిస్ ఆపర్చునిటీ అండ్ హిస్ గైడెన్స్. డెఫినెట్లీ దట్ విల్ హెల్ప్ యూ అలాట్ ఇన్ కమింగ్ మెయిన్స్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్ అండ్ హోప్ యూ షుడ్ గెట్ అండ్ యూ విల్ గెయిన్ వెరీ గుడ్ ర్యాంక్ అండ్ యాజ్ వెల్ యాజ్ గుడ్ పర్సంటైల్ అండ్ ర్యాంక్ ఆల్ ఇండియా ర్యాంక్స్. సో వెల్కమ్ Amarnath. How are you?
Perfect, sir.
So మీ బీటెక్ అంతా ఐఐటి మద్రాస్ నుంచి జరిగింది కదా? ఓకే. ఆల్మోస్ట్ మీకు మోర్ దెన్ 15 years of experience in IIT and JEE mains field లో ఎక్స్పీరియన్స్ ఫిజిక్స్ లో ఉన్నట్టుంది.
Yes, sir, approximately.
Sri Chaitanya తో you have been associated with Sri Chaitanya for past 15 years, I think, if I'm right.
Yes, sir.
So Amarnath sir, actually physics is the nightmare subject for all aspirants, JEE aspirants especially.
Yes, sir.
ఎందుకలా ఫిజిక్స్ ని డిఫికల్ట్ గా ఫేస్ చేస్తారు?
So the basic problem students face initially is like in schooling they are not so interested in, I mean, the subjects are not introduced such that physics becomes a natural grasp for them. Okay, so that's the primary problem the students have issues with. So when they transition into 11th standard, they continue to have the issue with it, and especially the JEE coaching and all is a little bit conceptual intensive, right? Okay, so that is actually it's a transition which creates a problem, not the ability of the student which creates a problem. And the same student who struggles in physics is like excellent in mathematics. Most of the students are extremely good in mathematics nowadays, reasonably good in chemistry, but they are scared a little bit about physics. And also
నిజంగా అంత డిఫికల్ట్ సబ్జెక్టా?
No, sir, it's definitely not difficult. There are some students who are actually very good at physics and they face difficulty in other subjects. So
okay.
So it's all about how they are oriented in their schooling and what mindset they have regarding various subjects.
Because when I have interacted with our all physics colleagues, majority of physics faculty,
yes,
in their opinion, physics is the, of course, when compared with the mathematics and chemistry, it is limited, but in depth is there.
Yes.
When compared with mathematics is the vast. Mathematics like 2 topics. Similarly, in chemistry also, so many topics are there. Whereas in physics, relatively the number of topics are very less, but the concepts are very in depth, I think.
Yes.
Am I right?
Yes, sir. I mean, like if you take any so-called vast chapters in physics, there will be hardly 10 to 15 concepts in it? Hardly. Like the toughest of the chapters will also have 10 to 15 concepts.
Okay.
Or maybe 10 to 15 formulae or definitions that they have to remember. The same student can like remember up to like 40 to 50 results in either chemistry or mathematics, or concepts in chemistry or mathematics, but the same student will face difficulty in just learning those 15 concepts.
Okay.
In a subtopic, in physics.
Right.
So it's all about the mindset. It's not about the subject at all.
Okay. Oh, great. Yes, you are well said.
Like normally I say to my students, like physics is like a mad dog on the street. As long as you run, it will chase you. That's
okay.
Stand your ground and it becomes easy.
Right. So నేనేం చేశానంటే అంటే with my experience, I may be wrong, you please correct me.
Yes, sir.
నేను ఎంటైర్ ఫిజిక్స్ ని 6 parts గా డివైడ్ చేశాను.
Okay, sir.
ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ part 1 అంటే అప్ టు రొటేషనల్ డైనమిక్స్ మెకానిక్స్.
Okay, sir.
Part 2 after rotational dynamics to next fluids, statics, viscosity, surface tension, the properties of matter until that. Okay. Remaining part. That is part. So mechanics I have divided into 2 parts, part 1 and part 2.
Okay, sir.
And entire heat and thermodynamics, part 3.
Okay, sir.
And wave optics, ray optics, waves and motion, and this kind of topics, that becomes part 4.
Okay, sir.
Entire electricity, that means current and static electricity, that is part 5.
Electromagnetism.
Electromagnetism, everything. And part 6, the last one is modern physics. Yes. It includes what? Semiconductor devices, all extra stuff, etc., and everything. Like that, I have divided entire physics part. So, in this juncture, in coming 20 days of time,
yes, sir,
in which area, in general, a common student is focusing, thereby he will score better marks in the JEE mains examination, and what kind of questions that in general they are asking, and could you explain all the parts individually, elaborately?
Yes, sir. So let's start with, if you think about weightage,
yeah,
ideally speaking, there's nothing like a dedicated weightage, okay? But in practice, there seems to be some pattern, okay? Like electromagnetism seems to be having the highest amount of weightage compared to every other every other 5 segments that we have suggested, okay? So like if these are 6 segments, so approximately each one should carry around 16%, right? But electromagnetism, means all the subtopics included in that, will generally carry approximately, I can say like 27 to 30% also in some papers.
Oh, really?
Especially electromagnetism, like the students actually, by the time they come into +2, what happens is students get used to the idea of learning physics. In +2, they start learning well, and they grasp this electromagnetism especially very well.
Okay.
For most of the students, whoever even feels like they are weak in physics, for most of them, they feel like electromagnetism is, they are very comfortable with it.
So electromagnetism అనేటువంటిది కంపల్సరీగా చదవాలి.
Yes, sir. And most of them are also comfortable with it.
Comfortable.
Yes, sir.
అంటే అది కొంతమంది డిఫికల్ట్ గా కూడా అంటారు కదా, కాదా?
Yes, sir.
అది కొద్దిగా డిఫికల్ట్ గా కూడా ఫేస్ చేస్తారు కదా, కాదా? ఈజీ.
No, sir. At an average, it's not that.
Right. Okay. And moreover, number of questions కూడా వస్తాయి ఎక్కువ.
Are also higher.
Great.
So, like if you take the transitioning from 10th to 11th, even though technically speaking mechanics is relatively easier, students are not so comfortable because of the mindset that they have. Because they have learned for 1 year, they become comfortable with physics, and in +2, when they start with electromagnetism topics like electrostatics and all, they start to feel more comfortable with it. And for their advantage, these topics also have a slightly higher weightage. Okay, so concentrate first on the topics that you are comfortable with, namely electromagnetism, which also happens to have relatively higher percentage.
Right.
As just speaking of it as a general trend, not as like something on paper. Okay. So first, learn the topics of electromagnetism very well, like electrostatics, capacitors, Gauss theorem, okay, and magnetism, magnetic field magnetism, Earth's magnetism, and AC circuits. Okay.
Means ఇవన్నీ మెయిన్స్ కి వచ్చేవి.
Yes, sir. All these topics will come for mains.
Very good, very good. Okay.
And normally what happens is by the end of the plus one, by the end of electromagnetism, most of the students seems to be neglecting AC circuits.
Okay.
And almost every paper will have at least one question from AC circuits. So
Mhm.
always learn that properly.
Mm.
And it's not that tough. It's
Mm.
only like a little basic trigonometry is there, nothing more than that.
Okay.
So they should not neglect any subtopic. Okay. Yes, sir. This is
Very good.
regarding electromagnetism.
Right. Okay.
And the next one, the next.
So order of priority lo first electromagnetism ki priority vali.
Yes, sir.
And as you said, you are right. And because electromagnetism, if they are giving the priority to electromagnetism, because that is also in +2 syllabus,
Yes, sir.
and one shot, two birds concept, it is
Yes.
applicable for that, because even that chapter is useful for board examination also for that.
Yes, sir.
ఎందుకంటే ఇప్పుడు ప్రెసెంట్ సెకండ్ ఇయర్ లో వాళ్ళకి అది అవసరం, అది నేర్చుకుంటేనే కదా మనకి. సో బోర్డ్ ఎగ్జామ్ కి పనికి వస్తుంది, ఇటు మెయిన్స్ కూడా పనికి వస్తుంది.
Yes, sir.
Right. Okay.
And generally, that's also a relatively easier topic for the students.
Right. Right. Okay.
So in case there is a weaker topic for them personally, like let's say one student might not be so comfortable in electromagnetic induction, concentrate a little bit more on that subtopic and be thorough with it.
Right. Okay.
So that's regarding electromagnetism, and the next priority should be given to again a relatively easier topic, which is this one. What is this?
Modern physics.
And the mechanics.
Mechanics
first.
Oh.
Mechanics first.
Mechanics means part 1 or part 2?
Part 1, sir.
In part 1, all the topics are important, or at least some topics?
Actually, what happens is mechanics becomes an integral part of other problems. That's where the issue comes here.
Okay.
Like, let's say they can give a question which seems to be on magnetism, but they might be using some concept of conservation of angular momentum hidden in it. Okay, so like that, mechanics also they have to learn. They have to at least revise properly. Okay, they should understand which topics can be merged with other topics.
Okay. Mean all mixed oriented problems.
Yes, sir. Generally, mechanics is like if you look at pure mechanics based concepts or problems, they will not be like they'll be hardly like 10 to 15% of the paper. But if you take questions which are also dependent on mechanics, that will run to almost like 30%.
Okay.
But generally, teachers qualify that as something that is learned in other subjects. Okay.
Okay. So first one is electromagnetic induction. That means that electricity part in that one. And second one is mechanics part 1.
Yes, sir. Mechanics.
Means topics up to rotation dynamics.
Yes, sir.
Right.
And then the next weightage should be given to some also again relatively easier concepts, which is probably even the students actually learn this even before joining any JEE coaching or something or JEE practice, which is optics. Okay. Ray optics.
Yeah.
So in ray optics, they'll always give 1 or 2 questions for sure. Okay. So learn a chapter. This is a chapter which most of the students are again comfortable with. So just revise it quickly, and you have like 2 questions like just in your pocket. Okay.
Oh, sure. ఎంత టైం పడుతుంది? తక్కువ టైం when compared with the
ray optics generally they take very less time. Like they can revise ray optics in around 3 to 4 days.
Oh, right.
3 to 4 days, assuming that they are practicing this chapter for like around 1.5 hours per day.
Right.
Okay? That's around 6 revision hours. So in 6 revision hours, they can do ray optics very nicely. And the next topic would be waves.
Okay.
Especially sound seems to be having a higher weightage in waves. Okay. Very less questions. Like they don't ask too many questions on waves like energy densities, all these things. They seem to concentrate more on the sound part. So learn more of sound, and sound also has very, very simple concepts, very simple formulae that they can easily remember. So they can score very well in sound. Okay. So Doppler effect is a very common question. Like they will ask one question.
Okay.
Learn that topic or practice like 5 to 10 problems. You can get a one problem is free for you. Okay.
Okay.
So and the next priority should be given to the extra topics that they don't learn in JEE Advanced. they don't practice for JEE Advanced. Okay, namely like semiconductors
Mhm.
and Earth's magnetism, polarization,
Mm.
optical instruments. Okay, these kind of topics. Okay, like every year they give a question on polarization that is guaranteed. Okay,
Mm.
and one question on electromagnetic waves.
Mm.
They seems to be giving almost like last year. If there are 8 papers in which at least 5 papers had a question on it.
Wow. Mm.
Okay,
Mm.
so I mean these are the common trends. Okay, just check the trends once.
The experimental physics అనేది అంటారు. What's about the experimental
Experimental physics is also quite important, sir.
errors? Experimental physics.
Yes, sir. And also, like for most of the students, it's a very scary topic. Okay, because of they don't actually get to see the instruments. Like they don't know what is a micrometer or a screw gauge, micrometer or screw gauge, or a vernier calipers. They don't know that. Okay, since they don't know that, or they learn the concept through figures only, it becomes a little bit scary for them.
Yeah.
So if they can visualize what is happening, or nowadays it's much easier. Like even if you can't see instrument in, I mean you can't hold the instrument directly. You can at least go through some videos that you can find online. Okay, people have made very nice videos on explaining the instruments. It may not be like the heading, or someone might not have made it for JEE. At least you get an idea like what is the instrument and how it is used in an experiment. Okay, so get the feel of what is how it works. Once you understand it, you can like when you are reading a question on instruments, you can easily visualize like, what is going on and what is the meaning of least count and what they are talking about, and what is the significance of the formula you are writing. Okay. I'll recommend to check a few videos on screw gauge and vernier calipers.
Right.
So, and also obviously practice and practice almost every question that was given in the previous mains previous, let's say 5 to 6 year mains papers. Practice each and every question on it.
Okay? Oh, that's important. Yes, you are right.
And one very common question that keeps
if I'm just confined to previous papers only, means
because now
19 to 20 papers.
You have plethora of papers, like every year they're giving 8 papers.
Yeah.
This year onwards, probably there will be 36 papers, right?
Right. No.
That is enough. Okay, you can practice from those question papers, and also you actually get a right feel of like what JEE questions are like, how they design a question. Okay, and what you can expect in it. You'll get an idea of that. And one more recurring type of question is, without mentioning the instruments, they'll give some error analysis, basic error analysis.
Yeah.
Okay, so they should also practice that. And for that, I will recommend the NCERT textbook.
Okay.
Check each of the example that is given.
So for exclusively physics lo ఏ concepts ki NCERT మాత్రమే confine అవడం best. Which topics NCERT best for physics?
Like I mentioned, this one, what is it? Error analysis. Then Earth's magnetism.
Classical
magnetism. Classical magnetism is extremely
magnetism. Okay.
Well explained in NCERT.
Right.
Then
experimental physics.
Optics. Experimental physics means the same thing, sir. Error analysis. It's all in the same chapter. So
okay.
Approximations.
Optics.
Then optics, the wave optics part.
Okay.
Like in wave, especially in +2 topics, if there is any blue box in the NCERT textbook, read it.
What can repeat? What that?
Blue box. Like normally after the completion of the concept, they'll have some kind of analysis on certain topics, or some extra information on certain topics, or something might be not so useful. Blue boxes are also there. Like it is a shaded box at the end of the chapter or somewhere in the middle.
Okay. And వాళ్ళు NCERT textbooks లో highlight చేసేటువంటి పాయింట్స్ తో ఒక బాక్స్ లాగా మెన్షన్ చేస్తారు. Those points must and should concentrate చేయాలి.
Yes, sir.
You need to concentrate that concepts given in that boxes.
Yes, sir. Especially in the +2 topics.
Yeah. Okay. Especially for +2. Okay. Great.
Like this topic, what is it? Wave optics has very nice points at the end of the chapter.
Okay.
And then semiconductors, complete semiconductors, they can only rely on NCERT textbooks. Not much reading is needed.
Okay. So వేరేదేమి discuss చేయగలం. Confined NCERT only.
Yes, sir. If they need any extra information, better get the doubts clarified from the teachers, and that should be covering it, and also practice the previous year questions on that.
సో
Okay, read the
ప్రీవియస్
concept from
పేపర్స్
NCERT.
చేస్తూ ఇవి చేయాలి.
Yes, sir. Read the concept from NCERT and clarify your doubts from the teachers, and practice the previous year questions on that subtopic. This is for semiconductors.
ఓకే. What's about the second part of mechanics and heat thermodynamics?
In second part of mechanics, not much is there, but you can say in fluid dynamics or fluid statics, there are some important ideas that are introduced in these highlighted boxes. So they can go through that in that topic. Okay, and some concepts, always the concepts that we don't touch in JEE Advanced, like let's say Reynolds number, just read it once. Read it once from the NCERT textbook. Okay, so these kind of concepts are there. Okay,
Great.
so generally only these concepts are quite important in that.
Okay.
And obviously communication systems, again, completely dependent on NCERT.
Yeah.
And the most important of all, nuclear physics.
Okay.
Nuclear physics has very interesting ideas and very interesting points mentioned in NCERT textbook, where, based on which even in a few years, JEE Advanced also made some questions on that. Okay. So it might be simply seeming like it's just information, but the question can be designed based on a fact-based information given in the textbook. So just read it once. If you can remember some things for chemistry, you can also remember a few things for physics, right? So also learn some facts that are given in NCERT textbooks for all these chapters. Okay, any fact-based things are there, just remember it.
కానీ ఇన్ జనరల్ మెకానిక్స్ లో కానీ ఫిజిక్స్ లో ఏ ఏరియాస్ లో స్టూడెంట్స్ కన్ఫ్యూజన్ ఎక్కువ ఫేస్ చేస్తారు, అవి ఎట్లాంటి కాన్సెప్ట్స్ దగ్గర జాగ్రత్తగా ఉండాలి, వాటిని ఎలా ఓవర్కమ్ చేయాలి?
Okay, sir. So the topics which students face most of the issues are in the later part of mechanics one, that is momentum collisions and rotation. Okay, rest of the topics they'll be very comfortable with, but rotation they don't practice that well, or they don't have the intuition of how the definitions work. Okay, so because of that they face some problems. My suggestion for certain topics which are not intuitive for the students, because for some students it might be very natural, they might understand it very well. If you are not able to understand certain chapters, just try to have a formula based approach for that. Like at least try to think about what kind of formula I can apply when I come across a certain question. Okay, like certain data is given, like they gave mass, they gave radius and this kind of thing. So what kind of concepts I can apply, and what kind of formulas that I know regarding that concept. Try to recall that, and it'll be you'll have a higher chance of solving it rather than being lost in thinking how to solve it. Okay, so try to recall what you know, try to apply it. It may work or may not.
In general, ఎంత percentage of questions straight away put the formula, get the answer type questions will come? We will expect.
It will be almost around 40 to 45% questions will be like.
Really?
Almost
40 to 45% of the questions are straight away based on
the formula. Very basic standard results they have to do.
Okay, great.
Like example of Doppler effect. Like they have to remember what is the expression for apparent the apparent focal frequency that the observer observes. It's a single line formula. It's a very short formula, and application of that is also quite easy. So most of the result based questions will be like that, and the weightage is generally around 40 to 45%. For the rest of the 55%, the questions will be like you have to think what's happening and why they gave this data, this kind of thing. The students have to think about that.
Paper మొత్తంలో అంటే out of 30 questions, because in the new pattern now they are giving 30 questions, you know.
Yes, sir.
Of that, what percentage of questions that we can expect in the form of difficult and medium or easy when compared with the 2020 papers?
You mean how many we can expect to be difficult this time, right? Or as a general trend, what happens is
30లో ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ వరకు మాక్సిమం డిఫికల్ట్ గా ఉంటాయి? ఎందుకంటే నేను ఒక సపోజ్ ఇఫ్ ఐ యామ్ అన్ యావరేజ్ స్టూడెంట్,
yes sir,
ఫర్గెట్ అబౌట్ నేను నాకు డిఫికల్ట్ గా ఉంది వదిలేస్తాను. నేను ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ ని వరకు ఫుల్ గా కాన్సన్ట్రేషన్ చేయగలను? ఒక ఈవెన్ పర్ఫెక్ట్ గా ప్రిపేర్ అయ్యే ఒక యావరేజ్ స్టూడెంట్ కూడా ఎన్ని క్వశ్చన్స్ చేయగలిగే విధంగా క్వశ్చన్ పేపర్ వస్తుంది?
yes sir. So if you take the section A and section B, I think that's what they are called, right?
Yeah.
In section A, we have 20 questions, out of which around 15 questions can be attempted with simple concept. I mean, learn simple concepts, do basic practice, and you'll be able to crack 15 questions minimum.
Okay.
In the rest of the 10 questions, you'll have like 5 to 6 questions which need higher level ideas or like higher level thinking for the students. They have to discover what is happening here, how the system proceeds or something like that. They have to guess or they have to work out or they have to think and then they have to come up with the idea for around 5 to 6 questions.
Okay.
15 questions will be very easy. In the what is it? In the 20 questions, not 15, sorry. It is around 13 to 14 will be quite easy. Okay. So rest of the 6 to 5 questions will be genuinely tough. Like student have to come up with the idea in the exam. Sometimes actually JEE mains is also like very good at giving questions based on very nice concepts, like which were not even asked in JEE advanced. Okay, so they sometimes make such kind of questions. So these are quite rare. So very like the best of the best kind of questions will be maybe one.
Okay.
Like 5 questions will need lots of practice, lots of intuition into a topic, and like you have to use lots of multiple topics. That kind of questions will be 4 to 5. Okay, around 13 to 14 questions will be straightforward. Do basic practice, know the concepts properly, expose yourself to facing the pressure in the exam, and you'll be able to solve those 15 questions for sure.
Yeah. Can you ఒక చిన్న డౌట్
Yes, in section B, I think there is a little bit of a problem, right, sir? Section B, till last year, like I mean, it was introduced in the last 2 years only. Yeah. Till last year, it was nightmare for most of the students because they have to solve and get an answer up to like an integer answer or a numerical answer, right? Yeah. So most of the students are not comfortable in getting their own answer. Okay, so that's why it was tough for most of the students.
Okay.
Like if you take even good students, they used to score like 2 or 3 correct answers in the 5 questions, and the other 2 will be wrong. Okay. But now you have the students have a very big advantage because the council has taken a wise decision to increase the number of questions, but give the freedom of the freedom to the students to choose which one they want to solve. Okay, so that's a big advantage. Now, at least in the 10 questions, you have a freedom and you can choose which topic you are comfortable with and try to pick the problems based on that. Okay, and most likely they are not going to give 2 questions per subtopic in this. Okay, like let us say they originally they give, let us say something like in the 6 sections we discussed about. Let us assume that they pick 5 sections and they give 1 question each. Okay. In that there will be certain subtopics, right, in each of the 5 sections. Okay.
One second.
In section B, the once the students used to have face lots of issues because it was fixed 5 number of questions where each and every one of the question is compulsory, and the weightage of the question is also quite high. And for most of the students, getting the answer to the required number of either the decimal point or the last, like it might be 3-digit number or 4-digit number, it was quite tough for most of the students.
Okay.
But now they have the advantage of choosing which problem they want to solve.
Yeah.
So utilize the advantage, and let us say in a normal exam, in a normal exam, you could attempt like 2 or 3 questions successfully. Try to use the choice and make it 4 questions.
No. ఇక్కడ చాలా జాగ్రత్తగా ఇవ్వాల్సిన క్లారిటీ ఏంటంటే,
okay sir,
out of 10 only they have to write 5.
Yes.
And the software won't take more than 5.
More than 5. Okay, that is.
Suppose if you are attempting 6th question, okay, you have to delete any one
of them. Okay, so that's a waste of time.
ఎందుకంటే అందువల్ల సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకోవటమే the best 5 questions ని సెలెక్ట్ చేసుకొని they need to attempt.
Yes sir. Okay, fine. So what I meant to say is like use the advantage of the choice.
Yeah, exactly.
And improve your chances of converting the success rate in this nature of questions.
Exactly.
Okay.
Exactly.
So it's like if you take on the safer side,
Mm.
scoring 15 out of 20
Mm.
correctly is extremely easy. With very good planning and very good practice, the student can score at least 15 questions in the 20.
Mm.
And then in the remaining 5 questions, because of the choice, they can score up to easily up to 3. So it's like 18 questions you can score quite nicely in the exam.
Mm.
Okay, which will amount to a very good score in the JEE mains.
Okay.
Okay. I mean, I'm talking about the weakest of the weakest students who
Yes. Yes. Yes.
like want to
Yeah.
seriously start the
For
preparation.
topper, at least everybody can. వాళ్ళకి ఒక ఇండివిజువాలిటీ ఉంటుంది కాబట్టి దే కెన్ డూ దేర్ ఓన్ వర్క్. బట్
Yes.
వేర్ యాజ్ ఎ కామన్ స్టూడెంట్ కి కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ ఇన్ కెమిస్ట్రీ ఫిజిక్స్ రావాలంటే మటుకు ఈ విధంగా చేయడం బెటర్.
Yes, sir.
దట్స్
I mean, choose the topics and
Yes.
know the topics which have relatively higher weightage and practice that, and also learn the topics which have dependencies, interdependencies, and practice that.
సరే, ఒక కామన్ స్టూడెంట్ కి ఖచ్చితంగా ఈ కాన్సెప్ట్స్ గ్యారంటీగా ప్రాబ్లమ్స్ చేయటం ఈ 20 రోజుల్లో అనేటువంటిది మనం ఏవేవి చెప్పొచ్చు అంటే, ఫర్ ఎగ్జాంపుల్ న్యూటన్స్ లా అది మెకానిక్స్ లో అప్లికేషన్స్ ఆఫ్ ఫ్రీ బాడీ డయాగ్రామ్స్ అని, లా ఆఫ్ కొలిజన్స్ అని, కన్జర్వేషన్ లాస్, సంథింగ్ ఉంటాయి కదా, దేర్ ఆర్ సమ్ లాస్ అండ్ సమ్ ఫిక్స్డ్. అలాంటివి ఏమైనా ఒక లిస్ట్ ఇస్తే at least our students will practice those problems and those concepts, and thoroughly they will focus on those particular areas.
Okay, sir. I mean, the list is going to be too vast if we discuss.
అన్నొద్దు ఖచ్చితంగా గ్యారంటీగా వచ్చేటువంటివి ఏమైనా ఉన్నాయా?
I mean, some of the
of course
some of the things,
that's a different story. మనం ఒక ఖచ్చితంగా ఇవి ప్రిపేర్ అవ్వాలి అన్నట్టు.
Yes, sir. Some of the important concepts I already mentioned previously, like this thing, Doppler effect is like every year in every paper they give one question.
Okay.
Doppler effect and speed of sound in along strings.
Okay.
Again, like almost every alternative paper they give a question on it. Okay. And in semiconductors, logic gates is a topic, like it's one of the easiest topic. A student can prepare like for like 3 hours. I mean, learning as well as practice, 3 or even 2 hours, they can score one question for free. Okay, logic gates is a very easy topic, and it's almost given every year. And what else?
In mechanics?
In mechanics, they tend to give questions based on kinematics. Okay, especially kinematics on a straight line or relative velocity. Okay, they tend to give one question on relative velocity. And Newton's laws they can give in any subtopic.
Okay.
Generally, pulley based problems are a favorite for them. Okay, pulley based problems. And but if you talk about pulley based problems, there will be so many vast kind of varieties in it. So I mean, I cannot recommend that only like for a quick revision.
Okay.
But if they know the concepts, it's easier for them.
Right. Okay.
But if unlike the other topic like Doppler effect, very simple concept. Okay, and very simple application. Learning is very.
What is about modern physics?
In modern physics, all the atomic physics part is easy because it's also done in chemistry. Okay.
Even in electricity also, which areas, capacitors or some laws are there, no?
Yes.
I think which laws they need to focus more.
Yes, sir. Let's discuss about modern physics first. In that, atomic physics means which includes Bohr's model, X-rays, photoelectric effect. These topics are also discussed in chemistry, and sometimes the questions are also come in chemistry itself, in the chemistry part of the JEE exam itself. Okay. So learning this topic is both helpful for physics and chemistry.
That's great. That's great.
Yes. Right. So atomic physics, learn very well. Either learn in chemistry or learn in physics. Okay. Don't try to practice at both the places in case you are short of time.
But students get confusion.
In case they are short of time. In case they want to practice in a short time, they can practice in one of the parts.
Okay.
Because the questions will be designed exactly same, and there is no issue with convention also. Both chemistry and physics follow the same conventions in these topics. Okay, so that's not a problem.
Okay.
And nuclear physics is a good read. Okay. Normally at the end of the at the end of the revision, we recommend the students to read NCERT of nuclear physics, especially because It's a nuclear physics and semiconductors, because it's a sizable chapter which has enough number of pages, and the students will develop the idea of learning long things. Okay, like if a question comes for like 5 to 6 lines, they'll be scared. They don't want to read it. That's why they are scared and they don't attempt it.
Right.
But the question that is asked in it is quite simple. They just have to spare 1 minute of reading and maybe 10 to 15 seconds of thinking, and they have an answer. But looking at the size of the question, they are scared. Okay, so this scare can reduce when they have the habit of reading. Okay,
Okay.
so that's why we generally recommend to read the nuclear physics part and the semiconductor part, and as well as the this part. What is that? mm, Communication system.
Oh, yeah, logic, gates and communications.
So,
Yeah.
And we recommend to revise these certain topics for at
And
least
transistors and
yes, semiconductors. It comes
okay.
at least revise these three parts minimum 2 times. Okay, normally we recommend 3 times. Okay, like with a gap of few days, always revise the topics once again. Okay. So the advantage of reading these topics is not just you learn the concept, you also learn the patience to read something in the exam. Okay, and doing it in the beginning, in the days which are close to the exam is quite useful. It will help you it will teach you how to be patient in reading a question rather than jumping into conclusions. Okay.
Okay.
So that's what we recommend, especially these topics we use for that to improve the reading ability.
I think that is sufficient actually for to score a minimum of 50 to 60 marks out of 100. It is, I think it is sufficient, more than sufficient.
Yes.
కాకపోతే ఇంకా లాస్ట్ ఇంకా డైలీ అసలు ఎన్ని గంటలు మన ఫిజిక్స్ కి పెట్టాలి, అసలు ఎగ్జామినేషన్ లో ఎన్ని గంటలు ఫిజిక్స్ కి అలాట్ చేయాలి, హౌ మెనీ మినిట్స్ దట్ వీ హావ్ టు అలాట్ ఫర్ రైటింగ్ ఫిజిక్స్ పేపర్ ఇన్ ఫైనల్ ఎగ్జామినేషన్, అండ్ డైలీ హౌ మెనీ నెంబర్ ఆఫ్ అవర్స్ డూ వీ రిక్వైర్ ఫర్ ప్రిపరేషన్ ఫర్ ఫిజిక్స్?
Okay, sir. So looking at the common trends in the JEE mains exams, a student who is well prepared can complete the physics part in somewhere around 50 minutes to 60 minutes.
Okay.
A student who is well prepared. If they are quite fast, they can solve it within 50 minutes. If they are not so fast, or they don't tend to not remember certain concepts, they have to derive some equations, write something and work out more. So they'll take around 60 minutes. Okay. So this includes all the solving the problems, reading everything, making a full attempt, and also filling up the answers in that online paper answer. The answer response location wherever they ask. It also includes the filling time. Okay. So a student should be able to complete physics part in worst of the cases in 1 hour. Okay.
Okay.
The maximum time you can extend for physics in attempting the physics paper in the JEE mains is 65 minutes. If you are crossing this, it means that you are taking time away from either chemistry or mathematics or both.
Yeah.
Okay, sir.
In a regular preparation?
In a regular preparation, I didn't get the meaning, sir.
And means, of course, in the examination hall, they should allot a minimum 50 to 55 minutes time for physics. Whereas in regular preparation means in daily preparation, how many number of hours that do we allot?
Okay. You mean for preparing? Okay. Normally, the students, if they don't have any classes at this time, they will be having approximately, in a very generous way, they will have around 12 hours. Okay. I mean, if I'm very generous, minimum 12 hours. Okay. Some students can put up to 15 hours. Okay. So anywhere from 12 to 15 hours. So this is 12 hours of only studies. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's remove every other daily activity that you can do, including some recreation and all. Okay. You can find easily 12 hours. In that 12 hours, you have to put somewhere around 3.5 hours for physics. Okay. 3 to 3. Minimum of 3 to 3.
Minimum 3 hours is minimum required.
Minimum 3 is required.
Next choice left to their resignation.
Yes, sir. And depending on the strengths and weakness, the student can adjust. Normally, we recommend to spend more time in chemistry. Okay, like in 12 hours, like they might have to put like 5 to 5.5 hours only for chemistry. Okay, so
before going to the final exam, the day before the examination, precautions which precautions are necessary for physics?
For physics, it's always a good idea to make a short list of some interesting results that they tend to forget. Okay, you don't need to write each and everything.
Right.
As an example for some result that they tend to forget is what is the energy density in a wave. They tend to forget it.
Mm.
Okay, so such kind of results, make a list of such results. Okay,
Mm.
these are not, you may call it a standard formula, but that's not the basis of a concept. Okay, it is derived from some other basic concept.
Okay.
Such kind of results, make a list of that.
Mm.
Okay? You can fill a sheet or a sheet of paper or a couple of sheets of paper, write the concept, short introduction of the concept like energy density in waves is this, okay, and moment of inertia of some not so standard object, okay, let's say solid cone. Not every student tends to remember that. So write that, what is the value or what is the expression, okay. So make a list of such things, and you can have 2 or 3 sheets, maximum 3 sheets. If it is more than that, you're
That compact information is very, very essential.
yes, sir. Make a list of such kind of interesting results which you tend to forget.
Yes.
For up to 2 to 3 sheets of papers, which you can quickly go through in the last day.
Right. Great.
That's all, and nothing more to be done. Okay, and relax, and just see them like once or twice or thrice in a day. Okay, and go and give the exam confidently.
సపోజ్ నేను ఫిబ్రవరిలో సరిగా చేయలేదు,
Okay, sir.
దెన్ నేను నెక్స్ట్ స్ట్రాటజీ ఎలా ప్లాన్ చేసుకోవాలి?
After they give the key of the JEE paper, spend a complete day on analyzing what happened in the paper, right? Which questions you have done correct, and in the questions that you have done correct, did all the questions, like all the correct questions were confident answers, or like there are some doubtful answers which just luckily came out correct, okay? And then the questions which went wrong, why you did a mistake in that, or is this the part of the syllabus that you couldn't practice the first time?
Right.
Okay, so spend a complete day for complete means, like let us say the result is declared in the morning at or the key is out at 11 or 10 o'clock in the morning. Spend the complete day, don't read anything, don't study anything, spend the complete day on all the 3 subjects, like go through each and every question and make an analysis of like why you did the mistake.
Right.
Okay, if required, you can even spend half of the next day also. Okay, and then make a list of the subtopics which you are not at all confident in this.
Right.
Okay, and for the second round, you prepare only those topics.
Yes.
You don't need to touch any other topic. Only prepare those subtopics that you could identify that you are not at all confident with, or you missed a major portion of that topic.
Yes. Right.
And I'm sure their performance in the second round will be much better than the first round.
Great.
And don't think that they like most of the important preparation has to be done for the first exam.
Yes.
And the second, third, and fourth attempts will be only to make your preparation better. It's not to start a fresh preparation for a completely different.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's what I'll recommend for the students.
సో ఫైనల్ గా ఒకటి
Yes,
మన శ్రీ చైతన్య స్టూడెంట్స్ కి అండ్ ఈ వీడియో వాచ్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి ఈ మన ఇండియాలో ఉన్నటువంటి అందరు సెట్ ఆఫ్ స్టూడెంట్స్ అందరికి
yes, sir.
ఇచ్చేటువంటి సలహా ఏంటి?
Okay, actually probably I forgot the most important thing of all. In the first round of revision, the first priority should be given to your class notes. Okay,
Right.
the class notes is like, why we recommend the class notes is because you sat through the classes for the whole year. So the things that are written there is your complete experience of it.
Right.
Okay, and when you read a concept, you will recall so many things very easily. Okay, rather than reading the same thing from a textbook, you will actually grasp the concept faster through the notes.
Right.
Because we are human beings who relate everything to some emotion, some what do you call it, some experience in the past. Okay, like a classical example is why the mother's food tastes good. It's because of our experiences, not because it was genuinely tasty.
Right.
Okay. So when reading the notes, actually you have the same, you get the same feel of understanding the concept. Okay, because you sat through the topic when a teacher was teaching, and you know what all things you felt when you face that topic for the first time, and you can make your understanding better through the class notes in a much better way compared to a much detailed textbook.
Right.
So revise through the class notes.
So thank you, Amar. You have given wonderful and valuable suggestions to all students, those who are preparing for JEE Mains 2021. And hope, dear friends, అర్థం చేసుకున్నారు కదా. ఈ రకంగా ఈ విధంగా మీరు నోట్స్ తయారు చేసుకుంటూ జాగ్రత్తగా ఈ 20 రోజుల్ని ప్రాపర్గా ఉపయోగించుకుంటే డెఫినెట్లీ మీరు రాబోయేటువంటి ఎగ్జామినేషన్స్ లో అద్భుతమైన రిజల్ట్ తెచ్చుకోగలుగుతారు. గాడ్ బ్లెస్ యూ. డెఫినెట్ గా తెచ్చుకోవాలని కోరుకుంటున్నాం. ఎందుకంటే లాస్ట్ ఇయర్ ఇండియాలో జనవరి సెషన్ లో across the country only 9 students they got 100 percentiles across the country. After that 4 students are from Sri Chaitanya alone. And last year we got all India second rank in advanced examination and 4th rank in JEE Mains examination, also all India first rank in JEE Mains in OBC category. Several ranks below 100, I think more than 25 ranks below 100 in general category only we secured, exclusively from Sri Chaitanya. So the same history will continue even in 2021 also, because our valuable professors and they are with their able guidance only we are giving this kind of information to the students. And mana papers, you prepare our papers promptly and perfectly and accurately. Prepare a solve చేసేటప్పుడు మిస్టేక్ లేకుండా చూసుకోండి, రిపిటేషన్స్ సిల్లీ మిస్టేక్స్ లేకుండా చూసుకోండి. ఆ ఎగ్జామ్ రోజు ముందు రోజు జాగ్రత్తగా డ్రీమ్ చేయండి, బాగా రాస్తున్నాను అనేటువంటి ఒక కాన్ఫిడెన్స్ తో వెళ్ళండి. డెఫినెట్ గా ఆ రోజు మీదే అవుతుంది. అండ్ విష్ యూ ఆల్ ద బెస్ట్, గుడ్ లక్. థ్యాంక్ యూ అమర్. థ్యాంక్ యూ.